Hello and welcome to a very special God is a Geek feature here where we're looking at Ni no Kuni, but rather than just having a look at the game itself, we're having a look at the battle system and how it all works, because it's pretty deep and it might even seem a little bit over the top at first, but there's a lot to do. So, let's have a look. When you are fighting, you start out with Oliver. He's the main character that you'll see on the screen there at level 32. The other characters are other party members. These little guys are called familiars. Familiars, basically. They are little pets that fight for you in the battle. You can teach them different skills or tricks. As you can see, this one's pretty leveled up, who I've called Sausage for some reason, don't know why. And he's got lots of different skills, and as you level them up, they can metamorphose, which we'll talk about in a bit. There's a lot to get through here, so I'll tell you what, let's just jump straight in to a battle over here. The battles are real time, so I can sneak up on him because I've got a skill that lets me sneak up. But you can avoid them if you want to. You can certainly try and avoid them anyway. It's not always easy.
Fancy your chances, do you?
With the start of a battle here, the battle doesn't start until you decide who you want to fight. Now, I can use Oliver, or I can use any of my three familiars. I can also change to my different party members, and the same options there with their familiars. But I'm going to stick with Oliver, and I'm going to do my favourite guy, which is Sausage. As you fight, in fact, before we do that, if I select Oliver, I'm going to Tactics. And in Tactics, like in a game something like Persona 4, you can control the characters individually, but you can also tell them what to do. So I have Esther to provide backup, and Swain, I like him to keep me healthy. Target-wise, I want him to attack whoever I'm attacking to get rid of them quicker, but you can have them attack the weakest. It's whatever you find best, and it does actually make a difference. There was one boss battle around about the 10-15 hour mark that was quite difficult. I found changing this and changing my setup meant that it worked and was far easier. So what we'll do then is I'm going to go back, and in the middle of the battle, if you press L1, you bring up your menu where you can choose who you want to be, and I'm going to throw Sausage out there, and I'm going to get him to attack someone. Straight away, I'm going to go for Bighorn. He'll auto attack until the time runs out, and I can press it again, and he'll go after him again. There's a lot going on. So once I've killed him, he's gone. I can go. He's lost a bit of damage anyway. So let's go over hit the bird. You'll notice that Bacon there, the little cat sort of thing, is helping me as well. Now we're going to go off the last guy, and I'm going to press a button which means all-out attack, so that everyone, rather than do as they've been told, to heal each other, to provide backup, will just absolutely go for him. And there's a corresponding one to all-out defend, so if you're getting attacked by a boss, you can defend. Those little blue things are magic orbs, glims specifically. You get green ones as well. The green ones fill your health back up. The blue ones fill up your magic. I've leveled up a couple of my guys. I've got some items. Every time you finish a battle and level up, if you do level up, you'll get to see this. It shows you exactly the stats that have gone up. It shows you everything you could ever want to know about your familiars. And if they've learnt a new skill, which I haven't on this occasion. So as I said, the battles, you've kind of either got to find them or avoid them. While we're here, I'm going to show you the system. So in your creature cage, you can have a look at all your familiars, and you can feed them treats to upgrade them. So down here in my reserves, I've got the comedically named Boner, who is a upgraded bonehead, and I'm going to feed him a chocolate bonbon. And I want you to keep an eye on his stats down there, specifically his attack stat that's on 58 at the moment, because this chocolate bonbon will level him up to a great degree. It should probably make his attack go up at least a couple of numbers. So we'll see him eat it. And the bar, massively, 3 points more attack. And as you can see, these different cakes, sundaes, pies, all these different things can upgrade all the different stats. But it doesn't stop there. You can also feed them these gems, which give them specific skills. And these star drops, moon drops, they are for evolution, which I will show you now. Here is Swain's familiar, Gunther, who is at the maximum this guy can be. Gunther, at his basic level 30, is as far as he can go. So we need to upgrade him. and you'll notice that next to where it says level 30, it says Metamorphable, and he has got a little icon there. It looks a little cross with a circle in it. It's a star drop. He's a star sign one, and you'll notice I'm hovering over Give Treat. I've got 4 of these. If I give him that, he's going to metamorph. Now, what we need to keep an eye on here is his attack, defense, magic defense, accuracy, and evasion will change, because when I upgrade him, when I evolve him, he goes back to level 1. Now, it's your choice. With him, I haven't upgraded them till he's at his max level, because if you upgrade them as soon as possible, yeah, they will eventually become stronger as you level them up, and they level up pretty quickly. But they will go back to being quite weak, certainly for the area you're fighting in at the moment. If you're playing in the area that you're up to in the game, you'll have to level them up. So you kind of have to make sure that the other familiars you're using are powerful enough to take his place while he re-levels up. So let's feed him a star drop and see what happens. So he's a Hurley, and now he's going to become a Burly Hurley. And what it means is they can have more tricks, and eventually they will become stronger as you level them up. Let's go ahead and do it. He eats it up. And now we've got a slightly different looking Gunther, who's now a Burly Hurley, the evolved version. Oh, we've even got a trophy there, look at that. Lovely. So you see his stats have gone down dramatically, but compared to a level 1 of his sort of first form of evolution, he's much stronger. So I could, go and feed him some treats now, but the truth is he's going to level up very quickly if I just keep him in my party. So although he's only a level 1 there, you see, compared to say his attack's 79, compared to say Sausage, who is attack's 135. But luckily I've got this guy, Bacon, who's got a good attack and a good magic attack for Eggy here. If you're noticing a theme to the names of these familiars, then well spotted. So if I just keep him in my party and don't necessarily use, he won't get used as much because he's just not going to be very strong. But he will level up very, very quickly. So let's see if we can find a quick battle over here and hopefully show you an example of exactly that. You'll notice the enemy there came for me. They do, and I'll show you that they also run away from you, which I'll show you in a minute. This is, at the moment, these enemies are around about the 20-hour mark of the game. I've gone back to an area. Now, above the cat purse, as we see, it's got a heart above it. Now, if I switch to Esther, that's how you get new familiars. There are other ways of doing it, but you can capture them in battle. It's a random occurrence. You have to switch to Esther, and you can serenade them, and they become a familiar. So we'll do that. So she's got the heart icon. Press it. You can serenade, and you'll see she plays a little song whilst getting attacked, and that cat purse is now mine. And we'll switch back to Oliver and get back in the fight.
I'll do my best.
It's worth saying that it really does look extremely confusing, and will you be able to keep up with this? And you will. It's just the game's really good at teaching you bits and pieces slowly but surely. It's just a lot to take in. The familiars also have a timeout. They have an endurance, and if that runs out, you have to pull them out of the battle because they can't fight on. You have to wait. It does actually count back up whilst you're battling. So you'll see Gunther has gone up to level 5 straight away because we're fighting at reasonably difficult enemies. So already his attack has gone right up 14 hit points. So he will level up quickly, and we'll get him back to where he was the evolution. As we grab that cat purse, so we're going to keep him. Cutty's the name, we'll keep that, that's fine. Yep, so now that's it, we've got that familiar. Back in the familiar bag, you see there is number 10. So any equipment you want to give to him to upgrade his attacks and defense, you can do so. Any clothing, any accessories, that's all fairly standard RPG stuff, especially JRPGs. What I'm going to show you now is just a little quick demonstration of how once you're over leveled you can still fight enemies, but they'll run away from you, and we will come to that in just a second. So we are in another area earlier from the game that we've gone back to, just to show you how easy some of the enemies will be.
Come on.
They don't level, they don't re-level. I mean, this is going to be a one-hit, two-hit kill. Well, 3. It's that simple. Again, we've actually managed to get 2 lots, a hullaballoon here, so I'm going to grab that just to show you how it works again briefly. But that's a really shows you how simple. This isn't like the first area of the game. This is about sort of 7 or 8 into it. It's maybe not even that far. Although Gunther's still leveling up. But I'm going to keep that. That'll do. I'm going to go back out now to the world map where you can see literally if how an enemy reacts to you, because you know at this point in the game you'd only be level sort of 10 or something, and I'm level 30 odd. You're going to see that they're going to run away in theory. See, they are literally running away. So there are some things that require you to find certain familiars and capture them even, but you can't, or it's difficult to, because they are so difficult. Some, see, they're running away. I mean, you can corner them still like that, but generally speaking, like there's a mission where it wants you to find 2 familiars, and if you don't get them early on, or if you haven't luckily already got them, you're going to actually find it quite difficult to do so, because they run away. And again, you can see exactly how easy it is to kill some of the earlier enemies. And there's another little health glyph just to top me up. So hopefully we've shown you some of what Ni no Kuni's battle system's all about. There are certain stages in the game where it gets more tricky. It's funny, some of the boss battles are easier, but sometimes when you get attacked by 2 or 3 enemies, it's pretty difficult actually, and it's just tremendously rewarding as you learn more about it. And yeah, I think this is a game that any lover of JRPGs is going to be interested in, and stay tuned for our review coming soon, or if at the point this has gone up you've already read it, hopefully. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to godisageek.com for all the latest in video games news, reviews, previews, podcast videos, the works. If you want to know about it in gaming, we've got it for you. Thanks very much.